Hey guys, welcome in to the Sportscast here with your hosts Brian, Jeff, and Craig. Hey fellas, how's it going?
Howdy.
It's going pretty good. Can't complain.
Going pretty good. Nice. Well, gentlemen, we had the awards last night, the NFL awards last night. Always interesting to see who's going to get those. We're going to talk about those. We're going to talk about obviously the Super Bowl, the game that everyone's been waiting for all year long. It's finally here. See if we're excited about that, and then last, this Tuesday, me and Jeff were on and we talked about coaching hires. We might get Craig's opinion on a couple of the major coaching hires as well. Welcome into the Sportscast. Join us live on YouTube. Get into the comments section and join the show. Steven should be coming on pretty soon. He'll jump in here too. So, all right, gentlemen. We've talked. Let's start off with Coach of the Year award, and this is one that's been interesting. And we've talked about it. It could have been five different coaches this year. It kind of feels like there's at least three or four on there that you're like, okay, they deserve to win it. They deserve to win it. Mike Vrabel for the Patriots gets it. Um, Now, my question about this is: does that award stop in the regular season, like the MVP award does, and stuff like that, or does that award go to the end? Do you know that answer, Craig? I figured it would stop during the regular season, but
It ends at the end of the regular season.
okay. I figured.
Supposedly.
I figured.
Supposedly.
It's just weird that he's in the Super Bowl and he won it. Now not saying he doesn't deserve it. Um, what he's able to do with Drake May in year two for Drake May and his, this is his first year. Um, I mean, hats off to Mike Rabel. We've always thought he's a pretty good coach, and definitely deserves this award. Um, Anybody think anybody else deserved a little bit more than Mike Vrabel this season, or was this a good one?
I mean, you could kind of. There's a few of them, honestly. I mean, I think he's deserving of it. I think based off of just the body of work that that the team has shown, kind of came out of nowhere. So, I mean, I think if we've judged this award as we've done in the past, it's usually you kind of took a team from nothing a year ago and kind of turned it into, you know, success. So, but I
Right.
can't. I mean, can you think of like another coach? Can you think of another coach off the top of your head that? I mean, isn't there there's qualifications to this, right? I mean, you have to like is it a year window, 2 year window, three? You know how
Well,
what's the technical?
it's just the best coach that season. So
Okay,
I honestly, I thought Liam Conan from the Jacksonville Jaguars had a strong case for it.
yeah, that's
Um,
true. Yeah,
they had a great year. Like
there was a number.
they were th- they were 4-3 and finished 13-4. That right. That run itself right there is pretty insane. First year, have Trevor Lawrence look as good as he did. I thought he could have won the coach of the year. Um,
But you can't win it more than once, right?
yeah, you can.
You can.
You can
Okay,
win multiple.
I wasn't
Um,
sure about that.
so usually it's a team that just overachieves. No one kind of figured, like, no one thought the Patriots going to be here, right?
No,
All the way as good as they were. And usually that would get you that coach of the year. Uh, Craig, who do you think should have won coach of the year? Did they get the right guy?
I mean, I think the guy in Seattle has an argument. I mean, he's in the Super Bowl too,
Hmm.
and you never expected. When we talked about the division, we talked about the West. We really didn't talk about the Seahawks. We
Right.
didn't know if Darnold was could repeat what he did in Minnesota. You look at what the guy did in Carolina. I know that they didn't, you know, they were under 500, but I mean, here's a team who um one game, and Bryce Young finally looks like he might actually belong in the NFL. Obviously the Vrabel with the jump of May, but you talked about all year. You hear about how weak their schedule was, how they had the easiest schedule in football. Does that play into what that you got some free? I mean, you're still going to go out and play every Sunday. I get it. I mean, I think it's the obvious choice. They fire the coach. He's in his first year. He was a great coach when he was in Tennessee. We were shocked that they let him go up there. We thought he got a raw deal up there. Um, so I mean, but I think there were some other options. I think Seattle. I think Carolina. I think Jacksonville. I think I mean, we talked about the guy in Indianapolis up until he lost his quarterback. I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was his
That's
to
true.
lose almost, and until they lose the quarterback and then don't even make the playoffs. So yeah, it just um yeah, I think they kind of got it right, but I think that there was some other options. I mean, I didn't see the voting, how close it was. Um,
Yeah.
you know, I wouldn't say it was a slam dunk pick, but I mean, yeah, I mean, there were some other options.
I mean, my my question is, does the coach of the year have to be in the playoffs too? Like, I think, that's one question. We look at things like, okay, wins, playoff victories, things like that. Getting your team to a playoff, I guess. But man, like, I mean, some of them made the playoffs, but they just, they didn't win their game. I mean, Carolina's an example. Um, that coach did an amazing job. I mean, with hardly anything. And so it's just, yeah, there's factors to that too. Also, one of the things that I think that I don't know. Hopefully, they don't take it into consideration. It's just, you know more of, I don't know. It's like, for the Patriots, the reason they're there is that defense. And I know, like, the head coach does a lot of things, but it's kind of weird because the offense is, you know, that's where, like, strength of schedule and stuff. That defense is pretty good. And he's put together a really good, talented team there. So it's, when it comes to the Patriots, I think the offense, and I just kind of look around and I'm like, man, there's a little bit more to the story, I guess. And I think when coaches are evaluated for coach of the year, are they evaluated based on their strengths, or are they evaluated based on the team as a whole? You know,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, it's probably teams as a whole. I mean, I looked up the past couple of years, and Mike Vrabel won it with Tennessee Titans one year. Stefanski won it for the Cleveland Browns twice.
that's crazy.
Brian Dayball won it. Like, so, I just think it's those that overachieve. And usually, for the most part, you would need to make the playoffs, in my opinion, because you make the playoffs, most people count that as a successful season. Um, so, I think this is a good pick. I think Seattle had the Seattle coach McDaniel there. He had more of a, harder road to get there. He had a tough division, you know, and Craig's 100% right. When we talked about that division, we talked about Rams, we talked about 49ers. We weren't really talking about Seattle. And Darnold does what
Yeah.
he does, and the defense has been absolute. I mean, just really dang good. And you look at that coach, he leads Baltimore's defense. Baltimore's defense was crap this year, and Seattle's completely turned around. So if you're looking at the two right there and then about, and I know, look, you don't make we don't make the schedules. And yeah, we've been talking about how Patriots have the easiest path to the Super Bowl, you know, or at least in the regular season, they had really good, easy wins. But you got to show up and play. I'd rather give it to Seattle's coach than Mike Vrabel. But I think the biggest turnaround is because last year the Patriots were 4-13, and this year they were 13-4. So that drastic, or 14-3 or whatever, that drastic of a change through 1 year is, I think, the biggest difference, and I think that's probably what solidified him getting it.
Did LaFleur ever get one or no?
Matt LaFleur?
Yeah.
No. Never got coach of the year.
Brian's like, ugh.
He's maybe got snubbed on a couple. He's damn good coach.
He's got snubbed.
You got offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith-Njigba, absolute beast of a wide receiver for Seattle. This could have gone to him or Puka Nacua, in my opinion. Those are the two right there that could have easily got it. They gave it to Jackson Smith. You got comeback player of the year was Christian McCaffrey.
That makes sense.
He stayed healthy most of the year.
Oh.
So, what's up, Steven?
Show's over now. Let's go, Brian.
Let's turn it off.
The show just started. What you mean?
We've been going over the awards. We talked about the coach of the year. Yeah, the NFL awards. Mike Vrabel, coach of the year. What did you think of that, Steven?
Honestly, I don't know about any of the awards, but I think Vrabel.
I mean,
I think he earned it for sure.
What do we think of the MVP? I 100% agree with Matthew Stafford. He won by 1 vote over Drake May. But go look at the numbers. It's not even. I mean, Matthew Stafford had 4,700 yards, 46 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, and Drake May had where's the numbers? 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. I'm like, the numbers right there. That's Stafford all day long. And for Stafford to do this when we didn't know if he's even going to play, he was supposedly injured, like he might not play football ever again. And then he comes out here and does what he does at his age. I mean,
show it to Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Grandpa out there playing football.
Yeah.
I just think the May deal was the jump that he made. Here he was last year. You questioned whether or not he was worth the draft pick. What are you going to do now? He didn't. He looked like it was too big for him, and he obviously went in the offseason and took it very seriously. And I don't know if Vrabel had anything to do with it. Vrabel's a defensive mind, so I don't really know. Maybe it's Josh McDaniel. Maybe he is the key. I mean, McDaniel isn't a great head coach, but he seems to be a really good offensive coordinator. But I think that is why the hype was so big on May, was just the huge jump that he had for looking like he wasn't going to make it in the league to now here he is leading this team to the Super Bowl. And so I think that was the hype. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with him being number 2. I just one. It was 1 vote between the two, and I'm like, and Justin Herbert got a vote. I'm like, are you kidding me? Who's the fool who voted for Justin Herbert?
It was me
for MVP.
It was Steven did it. I guess. Could you see another number 2? If you were to swap May out with somebody else, who would it be?
Dak Prescott.
I don't think you could. I mean, honestly, I think it's got to be one of the wide receivers, Puka Nacua or Njigba from Seattle. They had Puka Nacua.
McCaffrey's name was in there,
insane. Yeah. So I and this is the MVP is usually always a quarterback, and it should be the quarterback award.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of crazy though. I mean, you got all those. I mean, I don't know. I get it, but it should literally be.
I wish there
You
was a
got,
separate, like the quarterback, and I mean, I don't remember. I don't remember the last person that wasn't a quarterback to win it.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it
Um,
has.
Was it
I
Allen
want to
last
say,
year?
I want to say it was.
Allen
It
won it
was.
last year.
It was Allen. Okay.
I want to say it was
Peterson,
the running back
Adrian
from
Peterson.
Adrian
It's
Peterson.
Peterson in
It's the year he
2012.
came back, when he came back from his knee injury in less than a year and had all those yards. I want to say that was the last one.
I think so.
Back in 2012,
Miles
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett, defensive player of the year, obviously got the sack record. That's going to be the pick there. Absolute beast. I mean, Tetro McMillan, I don't even know. Tet McMillan, rookie of the year. Good wide receiver there for the Panthers. This
Yeah.
one stings a little bit. Okay. Next gen stats moment of the year is Bears quarterback Caleb Williams game-winning Hail Mary touchdown pass to DJ Moore over Green Bay Packers. Thanks a lot for that.
I voted for that one
wonderful.
110 times. I swear to God.
What a wonderful moment that was.
Yeah, well, this podcast is sponsored by Next Gen Stats, so there you go.
Pro Football Hall of Fame class 2026. You got Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig. No, the biggest one, no Bill Belichick.
That's stupid.
I thought Vinatieri was already in there. That's crazy. I didn't know he wasn't in there yet.
You're gonna how does Bill not make that's? I mean, I made a little thing on this on TikTok. That's absolutely just ridiculous. I mean,
They wanted Vinatieri over Bill Belichick.
This guy, he will be in the Hall of Fame. I just didn't vote him the first class. And if you're gonna and for all those people, they're like, well, all the cheating scandals. Well, you better do the same thing to Tom Brady. You're gonna tell me Tom Brady's not a first ballot Hall of Famer? If you're gonna do this to Bill Belichick, you better do it to Tom Brady.
Yeah. We got Deflate Gate.
I know Tom Brady did go and win one in Tampa Bay, but if you're gonna do this to Bill Belichick, keep the same energy when Tom Brady comes up, because he better not be first ballot. That's all I'm saying. You know he will be, but I'm just saying to keep the same energy.
Very disappointed that Woodson and Witten didn't get in. Woodson's been waiting for I don't know how long.
Year?
It might be. He might need a committee to vote him in. I mean, Roger Craig, I was surprised that I think that's the Veterans Committee that voted him in. Finally. But Witten, I mean, maybe it's just not a first ballot. He should be in. We'll see.
Mike Shanahan didn't get in again. So.
How does he not in?
I don't know.
Half the league's coaches are as under Mike
I have no idea.
Shanahan's tree. Like, insane. It's insane. And I don't know if it's I don't know why people soured so much on Bill Belichick. I mean, was he an a-hole? He probably was, but he proved that he could win being an a-hole, and he had the skins on the wall to be that guy, right? I just don't know. Now he's the whole college debacle and his girlfriend and all the whatever. I don't care about that. It's the same thing with Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and they didn't let him in because of his attitude. You gotta separate that and look at the stats. That's what his individual career, and not because you didn't like it's just absolutely ridiculous. And the Hall of Fame it's becoming a joke, just like the Pro Bowl. It's just, I mean,
don't get me started on the Pro Bowl.
The flag ball.
Yeah, and you got Shadur Sanders out there, and fuck Trevor Lawrence is not even invited, and you got Shadur Sanders out there. Like,
you had the entire Browns quarterback
room. Yeah.
The whole room was out there. Like, get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Like you said,
I mean, it obviously it needs to be the body of work, and it judged by the body of work, and when you start like meddling in, whether or not you're in the Hall of Fame because your body of work wasn't judged or was judged based off something else outside of that, is not. It's kind of ridiculous. You don't. eh, Then just let's go down like every scandal that anybody's ever had in the history of sports. Like it's just come on now.
It's
Well, then Michael Irvin should never be in there because of his cocaine addiction.
Oh well.
Whoa.
Half the cow-
Ooh.
I mean,
half
if
the
we're going down
Cowboys
scandals, so
organization.
yeah, exactly.
has
No
skills.
Cowboy should be in there.
Hold on,
We are scandals.
allegedly.
Yeah, we are
It's not
throw that word
Deflate
in
Gate.
there.
It's Cocaine Gate.
We're gonna get sued if you don't throw that word in there.
Allegedly, my bad.
All right. Well, we talked about it on Tuesday. We got it. We broke down a bunch of the coaching hires. I wanted to get Craig and Steven's opinions on is there any coaching hire that absolutely or firing that absolutely shocked you? And because this is, and I told Jeff this on Tuesday, this seems like a year. First of all, they thought it was going to be a pretty quiet coaching carousel, and it's been absolutely insane. And I feel like this year's there's a lot more openings and not enough coaches to fill them. It just seems like people are like the Browns can't find a coach to save their life. They hired that old guy, and the defensive coordinator said, "I'm out. See you later." I don't know who their defensive coordinator is going to be. They're still looking for one. Is there? Give me a couple names that were maybe shocked you or maybe disappointed you or in the coaching carousel. Craig,
I
go ahead.
mean, I didn't really. I was shocked by a lot of the openings. I really couldn't believe there was 10 or 12 openings. Some of the selections, Cleveland, apparently nobody wanted that job.
McDaniel turned it down.
I'm interested to see what the Chargers offensive coordinator there, the guy from Michigan, Minter, does as a head coach. I don't know if that'll translate. That was kind of shocking to me this early. Like I thought he would have a little bit more on the wall before he got a job like this.
That one did seem weird to me.
Yeah, he. I mean, this is his second year. The Chargers' offense hasn't it hasn't been like lighting the world on fire. It was okay, but it wasn't. So that seemed a little shocking and head scratching to me. I'll be interested to see what Harbaugh does with the Giants. Can he come in and he has a lot of talent and he has draft picks. So that's going to be very interesting to see what he does. I was surprised that the Chiefs went and hired Bieniemy back and that he didn't get another shot. It's weird because they just say that he interviews so terribly. Like it's like everybody has brought him in and was like, all right, the job's yours. Just don't F it up. And then they don't hire him. They're like, the interview process is so bad. And the Chiefs,
It's Chris Farley burning a car.
right? And the Chiefs and the Chiefs saw their offense without him and were like, oh, we didn't like that. We didn't make the playoffs for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career. So go get him back because he's obviously good at coaching Patrick Mahomes. So they go and get him back, and we'll see if the offense fixes itself in Kansas City. But I was really shocked that he didn't get a call. Especially the Rooney Rule and all the stuff that there was no in all these spots. This is the largest number of spots you've had in a long time, and there was no minority head coaches hired in the NFL. That doesn't do well for that. That doesn't speak well to that.
Yeah. They're making a big deal about it. I'm like, you hire for the experience, for the
Right,
right guy. Not like the whole Rooney Rule is stupid.
Right.
Like if the guy has experience, I don't care the color of skin. Like hire the right guy. It's like that every year where they're like, "Oh, there's only 3 black quarterbacks in the NFL. There's a problem." I'm like, "What?" Okay, who cares?
There's
Maybe
only
there's
2
only
white
3.
Safeties.
Like, yeah, like
Well,
are
yeah,
we out
that's
there
true.
like
Yeah.
that's a problem? It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
I mean, I think
you're
they
right with the
say
Rooney
that
Rule thing.
I think they say it's the like they make it like nobody got hired because there's an actual rule that says you have to interview them, and so they're like in 10 jobs or 12 jobs there was nobody qualified. I'm like, oh, I guess not. I mean, it is what it is.
Like I said, it's it is a there's a lot, and I don't think there's a lot of great candidates going around. It's just like, how are we going to fill
Well,
these
no, I
holes?
mean, Bieniemy used to be the guy that hired, that interviewed everywhere. Dennis Allen, and before he passed away, he used to be, or Denny Green, he used to be the guy that got all the interviews before,
Yeah.
that deal. So I mean, they're just, I don't know.
Steven, you got any things that kind of shocked you at the coaching carousel?
Mike McCarthy coming back. I mean, I'm pretty sure
That's what I
that
said
shocked
last
everybody. That
What a
shocked the entire
letdown for the
world.
Steelers
Yeah,
fans.
for real.
I mean,
you went from Tomlin, who's one of the greatest
Yeah.
coaches ever, to this, to
Yeah.
garbage. Like, sorry,
Well,
Steelers fans.
I mean, the numbers, if you matched them up with Tomlin, are almost ideal, believe it or not, career-wise.
well, I told Jeff that same thing, and that's the issue, right? If you got rid of Tomlin because his lack of playoff success, you bring a guy in that has a lack of playoff success.
It's crazy.
It's the
Honestly, I
same
think they're
thing.
trying to keep Rodgers. That's what I think this is all over.
Well, I could see that, and he had a pretty good year to be as old as he was. Do they get along? I don't know. Like they
yeah, I
didn't.
don't know.
Is it that one of the
He
reasons
got-
why McCarthy left the Packers was because him and Rodgers weren't seeing eye to
He
eye?
got fired. He got fired because, yeah, I mean, the game. I told my wife, we were playing the Cardinals. I told my wife, if we lose this game, McCarthy will be fired, and we lost, and they fired him. And I was like, I told you. And a lot of people believe that Aaron Rodgers threw that game to get him out.
Probably.
do
And
not
now
like
he's got him
each other.
again. He's like, damn it.
Well, I mean, Rodgers
Well, if he
doesn't
comes
have a
back.
contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he comes back, I don't
There's
know. what he's
talk
gonna
about
do.
him going to Minnesota, that they're not sold on McCarthy, and that he might go to Minnesota with all the talent.
They shouldn't be sold on McCarthy just yet.
Because basically, Justin Jefferson has said, we need somebody that can throw me the football, or I'll still find somebody that will throw me the football. And they don't want to lose Jefferson, so
he gets the GM fired.
yeah.
The Vikings organization is a joke.
Well,
Okay,
I mean, if Darnold doesn't go out and win, win the division and be the 1 seed and win the Super Bowl, then it probably doesn't hurt so bad. But when he has 14 wins and then you get rid of him and he goes over and wins 14 games again and makes the Super Bowl, makes you look real bad.
Oh no. I said that's a fireable offense. Someone should lose their job. And he did. Yeah. I think it's funny because this guy that they fired, I forget his name, but now they're slandering him. Like he took 2 weeks off when he had a kid. The Vikings were like, "Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Be a good father." And now that they fire him, they're like, "Can you believe this idiot took 2 weeks off for this? What in the world? Like, this guy was not good." I'm like, "All right, let's stop with that." Yeah, and McCarthy had the worst percentage of off-throw targets in the whole NFL. They've got to do something else. And I told you guys last year, you keep Darnold and you let your rookie sit behind and learn. And they let him go. And Jefferson said if we had Darnold, the season's a lot different. And he's just saying, he's telling you the truth.
But then again, at the beginning of the year, a lot of people were like shitting on Darnold, saying that he wasn't as good as he is and stuff like that too. So I mean, is he one of them diamond in a rough type of thing?
I mean, he is known to shit down his leg, but the defense he's playing with, I think the system he's playing with, the weapons he has, it's.
Yeah.
He threw 3 interceptions against the Rams and they still won the damn football game.
Well, I mean, the defense kills.
Yeah, that Lawrence leaving Dallas to go get a ring in Seattle, man. That's insane. That's insane.
That's pretty common, Brian. It was just DeMarcus Ware
He told Micah Parsons. He told Micah Parsons, "I'm going to win a ring," and Micah laughed, and now here he is. And
here he is.
And Micah's too busy driving around his little scooter, filming people and stuff.
He's trying to get his buddy over there to Green Bay.
It ain't gonna happen.
You don't got to worry about that.
He is trying to.
We ain't gonna pay. Well, Dobbs will be gone at the end of the season or before the season starts, and he's our most reliable wide receiver. So,
What about the stuff that came out with Bo Nix and Sean Payton talking about his injury?
Yeah.
Did you see all that stuff? That was wild.
We talked about it on Tuesday. Yeah.
That sounds like it's about to be a shitstorm over there in Denver.
No, I don't think
so.
So there's a podcast called DNVR here, and they've pretty much debunked pretty much a lot of that stuff. So and they're the ones that are kind of in the locker rooms and
Jeff,
all that kind of stuff. So.
You hit it on the nail, I think, on Tuesday when you said you got 2 guys that are very competitive and fiery and
very much the same.
I mean, how many times have they been on the sidelines and they're yelling at each other, and then in the press conference he's like, "I just told him I loved him." Like
they're very much like that. Here's what I said on Tuesday, and I'll say it again, just to recap that. If there was a problem, the organization would not. They would have immediately probably, even though it may have caused some problems internally, they would have fired him. They would have fired Sean Payton, and they would have brought in Davis Webb as the head coach. Like they would have. Davis Webb and Bo Nix are really close, and that's that bridge gap between Sean Payton and Bo Nix. So there's, if there's any riff, it goes through that. And he was the quarterback coach. Now he's the offensive coordinator. But everybody was gunning for him. There were so many teams gunning for that guy as a head coach, and they were like, "Nah, we're not going to get rid of that guy." And I think he's also, the rumor is that he's going to be doing play calls. So I don't know if Sean we'll see on that one. I'm not quite sure on that. Sean's got an ego, so so I think it might be 50-50 on that one. But we'll see. But yeah, I think that was all 2 guys. Bo Nix is, he doesn't want that kind of narrative going around with contract talks in a few years. That's just not. I mean, I'm sure that his agent's probably like, get on there and say something. But yeah, I wouldn't read too much into it, because a lot of the media here was like, it's a nothing burger. We've talked to a lot of people inside the organization, and it's nothing. So,
we also talked about on Tuesday the Philadelphia Eagles might be screwed.
Oh, I hope so.
Vic Fangio talking about retirement. If he leaves, who else is out? They let the young guy go to Dallas, and Christian Parker, who could have stepped in and been the guy. If Vic Fangio retires, who is left to call that defense?
The guy that just walked out of Cleveland,
Schwartz.
That's who you.
I heard he just left a letter on the desk and
right. I think he put it through the mail slot as he walked by,
So the damn suggestion box.
He did the whole who's come with me? You're cool.
I just think if that guy leaves Philly, I'm like, man, I don't know. That's a big blow. They brought over Sean Mannion from Green Bay, quarterback coach, to run the offense.
It would
I
be
don't
this
think
late
that's
in the
going to go
deal
very
where
well.
all the coordinators have already been picked. If he does it right away, then you have some people to choose from. But with nobody to choose from, I totally agree.
Yeah.
But Schwartz leaving Cleveland late probably helps.
Yeah. And then Sean Mannion, quarterback coach, recruited me for a long time. I heard that we thought he'd be a head coach eventually. He goes over there to run the offense, but again, you've got to somehow get Jalen Hurts and that team looking good on offense, and it wasn't looking too good last year. And the whole
Maybe go out
debacle.
and get a real
AJ
quarterback.
Brown, is AJ Brown getting traded somewhere off the offseason? What are the
Hope
odds
so.
of that happening?
Oh, I would not be shocked if it happened. The way him and the head coach got into it, and I mean I think he's frustrated with his usage over there.
Tell him to come to Dallas.
Maybe. I mean I don't know. I don't know if I want it.
You don't have the space for all three of those wide receivers.
Jerry be doing some shady stuff underneath the table.
Yeah, some back table deals that gets people
for real
pissed off. All right, well, I mean, let's get beating around the bush. Let's get into the Super Bowl. I feel like this is one of the less there's not a lot of hype around the Super Bowl. And I tell you right now, I think the Seattle Seahawks win 31-12. I think I'm 14. I think Seattle's going to blow it. It's like 31-13. I think they're going to blow them out of the water. Their offense is way better. The defense is going to drown out Drake May. I'm not.
Weird numbers. They barely. In a square? Like
yeah, right.
Scores.
He's picking his square numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have ones and threes in my. So
Did somebody give you a weird football pot? Where are these?
I'm actually buying one square, but I don't know the numbers yet, and so I don't usually play those. But no, I honestly, guys, the Patriots barely beat a backup in Denver. No, I mean, I don't feel comfortable.
The second half. I mean,
what's the first half?
Wait, hang on a second.
Half, like,
when are we gonna stop with the weather? Like, this is football.
Nobody's
isn't this. I know, but that was the excuse in New England. It was like, it's a rain game and snow. I'm like, these aren't babies. Like, this isn't
I mean, this is an
NFL quarterback.
I'm sorry.
Like,
40-mile-an-hour crosswinds. You weren't throwing or kicking the ball.
No, but that was the excuse in the 4-turnover Houston game. Like, it was like, it was raining. I'm like, no, come on.
It does make the ball.
If Bo Nix plays, the Denver Broncos,
you should be able to play in weather. You're a quarterback. You're an NFL player. I mean, go back and look at some of those games in the 80s and come on, guys. Like come on now. Like that's an excuse to a degree, I guess, if a player consistently loses in inclement weather games and you're just like, he doesn't like playing the cold.
I mean, how many field goals did the Denver kicker miss all year? And then he misses 3 in that game. Like,
one was tipped.
I'm sorry. Well, I understand, but I think it's a factor.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that was the excuse in Houston. And then I guess now you really don't have one. So
I'm just saying it affected both teams. I'm not making an excuse for the Patriots' offensive deals. Their offenses look terrible in the playoffs. I mean, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm just saying that
if the backup quarterback and for Denver doesn't throw the backwards pass there, then they might win the game with the backup. I don't think the Patriots, they had a great run. I don't think they stand a chance in this, in my opinion.
Their defense is going to keep them in. Their defense is going to keep them in the game, I think. But as a Patriots fan, what you have to hope for is that every moment that's been huge and been big, Sam Darnold has peed down his leg. And that's what you have to hope for come Sunday night. If you want to win this football game, you better hope that the Sam Darnold that can't show up in a big moment.
Darnold.
Yeah. shows
Seeing
up
ghosts.
because that's what's happened. That's what happened when he played the Lions for the 1 seed, and then he turned around and lost to the Rams last year, and he really hasn't had to do very much in either playoff game he's played this year. So if you want to win, if you're a Patriots fan, you better hope that big game I can't come and match the intensity. Sam Darnold shows up. Now we'll see, but I think the Patriots defense keeps them in the game.
And they said that the Patriots haven't lost by more than 4 points this year, but I'm like, yeah, but they haven't played nobody, so it's kind of hard to go off that. But is anybody picking the Patriots in this? Jeff, see, I've not heard one person tell me they're picking the Patriots to win the Super Bowl.
I've heard some. They're just
some.
huge Patriots fans, homebodies.
Well,
They don't understand.
Or it's somebody who's betting.
Yeah, true.
Right, they're betting big, or trying to bet against the
You
odds.
can win a lot of money. I would say that.
I would put my money on the Patriots.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a close battle and get. I just think the way that the defense for Seattle's playing, it's going to be close to the Denver defense that just played them. And I get the snow is a thing. I get it that but they barely squeaked out of that one. And if CJ Stroud doesn't throw 18 interceptions, they might not win against Texans because the quarterback fumbled the ball 4 times. I'm not sold on him still. That look, Drake May's got a great future. Rabel's a great head coach. This team is on the up and up. And it sucks because this is a likable Patriots team, right? We hated Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. This is damn, you got success again, but you're a likable. Drake May's a likable guy, and so is their coach. So it kind of sucks that way. But I just don't. I think Seattle just mollywops them in the Super Bowl, and it could be one of those opening kickoffs for a touchdown for Seattle, and they don't look back like they did against the 49ers.
Right. Shaheed's going to run it back.
So, but I hope I'm wrong. I want an entertaining game. I have no dog in the fight. I don't, it is what it is.
My only dog in the fight is every Drake May card I have goes shooting through the roof without you.
If he wins.
Yeah,
Craig's like, hey, guys, they might win.
Yeah.
Give him a little bit.
I mean, just throwing it out there. Just, back up the Brinks truck if he wins and wins the Super Bowl MVP. Thank you.
Yeah. 100% agree. I'm looking forward to the commercials.
Not looking forward to the halftime show.
I'll probably turn it to the other alternative halftime show. I don't know.
Is there an alternative halftime show?
There is.
Turning Point. Turning Point's doing
one. Yeah.
Turning Point is doing their own halftime show with country music stars.
I will do that.
I don't know where to find it, but I'll probably
on YouTube.
If you go to the website, it'll tell you.
Yeah.
I look at this game. I don't think it will be. I don't think you have to worry about Sam Darnold peeing his leg. Because as Brian mentioned, he peed his leg earlier and they won.
Yeah.
I think the team's good enough, to cover up.
I mean, three turnovers you said he had in the game, and they still beat the Rams. So he doesn't have the thing about, I guess maybe, I don't know about his previous teams in terms of what talent he had, but it seems like he's got a very good defense, a solid running game. He doesn't have to do a lot.
One of the best
receiver.
In football.
And honestly, if you have such a good defense on there, you're going to be in field position a lot. You're going to be in good field position quite a lot. And
May has been careless with the football. How many picks did he throw in the Houston game? Or fumbles that he had? He has been careless with the football all playoff.
Yeah. And I guess that's where I look at it who's going to pee their leg worse? So I kind of think Sam Darnold will pee less.
One's gonna be shitty, but the other one's pissing.
Just because he's done it before, and he can't get any worse. So I just don't think he has a lot where he can make mistakes and his team will back him up on it. Like I think Drake May would make a mistake and go, oh man, I gotta really make sure I don't make a mistake this time. And then he makes another one. It's like, oh man, I gotta really make sure I don't make a mistake this time. And then it just snowballs and you're losing by 3 touchdowns.
Especially
and
if they get down early and he tries.
I think if they get down early, he presses and presses. Yeah. And that's the last thing you want to do.
That defense is not something you want to do that to, because if you keep putting it out there, they're gonna run it back to the house eventually.
They're definitely gonna take a shot. And I think and they tried that against Denver a couple times. And the Broncos batted it away. Like they tried taking a couple shots against us, and it just wasn't going to happen. And after that, they just
Sertan, man.
No, I mean after that, they literally it was like 2-yard passes and dink and dunk, and that's about it. And they
if I have
they
to
played
watch
it
the
sober,
Malcolm Brown
conservative.
play one more time. Oh
God, you ain't lying. We're all screaming, "Hand the ball to Lynch, you idiot!"
Yeah,
hand the ball.
Yeah.
I watched a video of them talking to Sherman about it. It was Kevin Hart, and he was like, "Listen, I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. You're breaking my heart right now." And then Sherman straight up said, "If I would have heard that, I would have fought everybody on my sidelines." He's like, "If I would have heard the call, I would have fought everybody. I'd have been throwing hands with the entire team."
They were showing that play in depth, and Hightower, the play before that, makes an insane tackle on Lynch to stop him. Like he looked wide open, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Hightower hits Lynch in the knee. And you're like, dude, how did you make that tackle? And the next play, they throw the interception. You're like, oh my
God. They asked Drake May what he would do in that situation. No timeouts. You're at the 1-yard line. Do you hand it off?
He's like,
I throw a slant. But that's with no timeouts, though. I think the Patriots still had, or I think they still had 2 timeouts left. So, or the Seahawks, I think you said 2 timeouts. So you still run the ball, like.
It's dumb. One of the most. That's gotta be the most boneheaded play in coaching. Like
that's a powerful offense.
Like, yeah.
Well, that's one of them. Yeah. I think the Patriots versus Atlanta, where like the first 2 quarters, Atlanta was just completely whooping their butt.
If they
and
run
then
the
all
ball,
of a sudden,
they win
the
the
second,
game.
the third and fourth quarter, I was like, "What happened?"
Atlanta
starts blitzing.
Atlanta forgot they had running backs. They forgot they had running backs, and they're throwing. You're like, "What are you doing?" God,
it's like when you're playing your kid in Madden and you're up 1 million, and then you're like, I don't want to hurt his feelings, and you start letting him back in, and then all of a sudden something happens and you lose. You're like, what happened?
No, you gotta teach them. You gotta beat it in the ground.
Yeah.
Learn to lose, kid.
Yeah, exactly. You suck.
Oh man. Well,
and that's probably one of the reasons why Pete Carroll hasn't been picked up. They're like, no, we ain't gonna Marshawn Lynch.
He needs to retire. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to go be an advisor somewhere.
Yeah. I wouldn't want him as an advisor either. I'd be like, no, hell no.
So I guess like Brian has the score as like what?
72 to 10?
31 of 14.
31 to 13?
We'll say that one.
Okay.
13. There you go. 31-13.
Craig, you have the score as what?
Oh, I mean, I think it stays close, but I think Seattle pulls away at the end, probably 28-21. Seattle.
Steven, what you got?
I could see 28-14. 2 scores.
Jeff?
I say 28-10. Yeah. I think the defense is going to score. I think Drake will do something ridiculous and the defense will scoop it up and they'll be so close it wouldn't even when we make sense, it did not score.
Yeah, and I think that's why. Like, this doesn't feel like a very hyped up Super Bowl because I think the feeling is Seattle's gonna just beat the living crap out of them, and
I mean,
and even if we had won, I would have said the same thing. I even think even if we had Bo Nix, I'd be like, I think we'll probably lose. It'd be close. I think both defenses are pretty good, but like
it'd be a better game. Well, it'd be a better game with Bo Nix. If you had your backup quarterback, I'd be like,
well, no, that's a joke. It would be
Bo Nix. Yeah, I think it's a 3-point game. I mean, I think that's a good matchup. That would have been a Super Bowl worth watching.
Yeah, it would have been kind of crazy, but
I don't know who I don't know. I
would
probably go with Denver.
I would pick Seattle. I
would go with Denver only because I think Sam Darnold would get pressured so much that he would that would be something where it'd be hard to overcome because Denver's pass rush is phenomenal. But we'll see. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping it's a good game.
Yeah, I look at it and I just think that when you have such a good defense like Seattle, and if you even go up by 2 scores, and man, they're just gonna they have nothing to lose at that point. They'll blitz. I mean, they'll do all kinds of stuff to get to Drake May. And I think once you start hitting Drake May, I think that's kind of it.
So, and you look at the path. So we talk about it, right? The Patriots had the easiest schedule in football, but the path to get to the Super Bowl is the Chargers.
Easy too. The Texans.
No offense.
Defense.
And then the backup.
No offense.
The backup Denver.
Backup quarterback with Denver, but a good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the defense played great.
I mean, they were pretty much handed this. They were like, "Here you go."
It just seems like one of those. I don't know.
Craig, I would suggest you sell your cards soon because who knows what will happen next year with Drake May.
They're on eBay now.
If CJ Stroud is any indication, we'll hopefully see a drop off.
I'm aware. Those are sitting over in the corner just collecting dust.
I saw that picture you sent on the group, Steven. CJ Stroud changed his whole look. I was like, yeah, it looks like he wants to sell me some
solar panels.
Freaking solar panels.
That's all I needed. He needed that look change. He's all good.
Yeah, that's pretty bad whenever you lose so bad that you go and change your entire look.
Everyone in Houston's like, there he is. He's like, crap.
Where's CJ?
He changes his name next season. I'm JC Stroud.
JC
Stroud. Yeah.
Well,
have you guys
on
at the beginning of the playoffs. I 100% thought it was going to be an AFC team to win the Super Bowl. 100% it was like AFC's winning the Super Bowl, and then as time went on, I'm like, well, it looks like it's going to NFC.
The AFC pretty much a lot of them beat up themselves. So, even during the season, so it was kind of a lot of them started like taking each other out.
If I'm just thinking if Bo Nix doesn't break his ankle, Denver might win. But well, all right, gentlemen. I hope you have a fun time watching the Super Bowl this weekend. I ain't got any plans for it. I'm just gonna eat food at the house, try and stay up for the whole game, and go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Monday like normal. So, yeah.
If it's 31-13, you'll be
on vacation. Yeah, 31-13 at halftime. I'm turning it off.
You turn it back on the next day, and it's like New England won. You're like, what the?
40-31. What the? Missed the best comeback ever.
That's what's crazy is there was a guy at work. He went to the Giants and Bronco game, and they walked out. And I was like, oh man. And he was like, and the next day he was like, man, he's like, I should have stayed. I was like, yeah, it was a mistake, dude. Yeah, I was like, that was one of the best games of the year.
You've learned you can't do that. You either got to watch your team get their ass beat or make the best comeback.
Especially in baseball too. I'm shocked when people do it in baseball. I'm like, are you kidding? Like somebody get a grand slam. Like, what are you talking about? That could happen in the friggin' 8th inning.
Yeah. One time we went to the Ranger game in the old stadium, and I took it was me, my mom. We took Manuel Delgado. You know Manuel Delgado.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And Manuel didn't want to ever sit down and watch the damn game, and I wanted to, so I'm watching the game. It's the 9th inning. Mom's like, "Go find Manuel because we need to get ready to go." I'm walking around the stadium. I miss a walk-off grand slam. I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" God! I was pissed. Pissed.
The worst is when you leave and you're in the parking lot and all of a sudden you hear the stadium erupt and you're like,
I gotta go back in.
I don't want to look at my phone. I don't want to look at my phone right now.
Yep.
That's how you know somebody's not a baseball fan when they get it and walk away from the game. You're just like, hey, there's a baseball game going on here.
Yeah.
Like, I missed that because of you jackass.
You go grab by the ear, pull him to the ground.
All
And
right,
then the
guys.
camera turns on and you're on the Titantron just like,
Punch him in the face.
they're like, there he is.
Found him.
You got any plans for your vacation, Craig, or is it staycation?
I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off just to not go to work.
Oh,
I
nice.
basically I realized that I worked 51 of the 52 weeks last year, and so I've decided to I've decided to and since that didn't work well for me, I decided to
Yeah.
space it out every couple months and take some time off.
Well, good for you, sir.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Need
I got a
some
week
help.
planned. The week after
I
July
had
4th,
the week.
so.
I had the week planned, but the ice days, the 3 vacation days I had to take for the ice, kind of, you know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I work from home, so I didn't get no ice days.
And I'm hearing there might be another batch coming the middle of the month. So.
I don't know what ice days are.
Oh yeah.
No, Jeff. Yeah,
Like, what are you talking about? What's an ice day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a normal Wednesday. It's a normal Wednesday for you. That's what it is. So.
Our whole state shuts down, and
Yeah.
my kids didn't go to school a week, and they're like, "We're going Friday." I'm like, "Well, you might as well give them the damn Friday off."
Right.
Like, what's the point of that? You know? Yeah. Well, all right, gentlemen. I hope the game's a lot closer, and we have a great Super Bowl, and we have some funny ads. I like to watch. The only time you actually like watching commercials. Halftime show probably suck like most of them. I mean, it might turn over to Turning Point. We'll see. But anyways, all right, guys. Well, thanks for jumping on. Steven, we're on every Friday at 8. If you want to jump on anytime, feel free. I know we're after Sunday. It's pretty much no more football, and we got to figure out what else to talk about. We could probably go into how badass is Cooper Flagg at 19 years old.
Oh my god, dude!
Could you imagine him with Luka?
Ryan texted me today, and he said, "Here's Luka's last 4 games and Cooper Flagg's last 4 games, which Cooper Flagg's better." He said, "I'd take Cooper Flagg today over Luka."
I would too.
And
I think his assist numbers will go up. That's the only stat that was that Luka had on him was his assist numbers.
I said it's
average.
I said it's tough, but Luka's 26. This kid's 19.
Oh my gosh, dude!
And he plays defense. Okay, well, you might have a compelling argument. All right. But
yeah,
he needs to do great, and we need to lose. We need to lose to get a top 5 pick, baby. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Keep losing. Yeah,
keep losing.
They say we're not tanking, but I'm like, come on now. Like,
yeah, Kyrie Irving's ready to go. No, he's not.
No, yeah, they're sitting reset now the rest of the year.
The Tankathon website says different.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for jumping on. Go Seattle, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, are we still planning? I just want to put it out there in the ether and see if we're gonna do this or not. We still gonna do what we did last year with the draft? First round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, we do it. I mean, yeah, I think that's
we've always
every year.
Yeah, I think we've done it every year.
We do it live every year, Steven. Jump on. We do at least the first round. We don't
first round for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when you get Ryan Sims in here?
We try.
Ryan Sims, I get on. I don't get live because he does a whole live thing, not live show.
He does it with his family.
Well, I get him on like leading up to it. That's his super. He's like, this is my Super Bowl. I live for the draft. I love the draft.
Every pick for him is like, I got chosen. Yeah, like, get the hell out of here.
He will tell me most of the time he's right who Green Bay is going to pick.
Dang.
And I'm like, how the hell do you get that right every time? It's crazy. But yeah, we'll get the draft after football season. It usually goes to one episode a week, which will probably be Fridays, just because sports world slows down after football. So
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
best
we care about
sport stops.
anything else.
You know,
There is
Well,
baseball.
Brian, you're not a you're not you're I mean you're a main football fan. So
but no one's. I mean, basketball. I mean, you really don't talk about it till playoffs and.
we got World Baseball
Baseball's 182
Classic.
games.
We got
Yeah.
You get the
I mean,
Olympics going on
baseball's
now.
182 games. It's like, it's hard to talk
Go
about.
live for-
Hockey's
Yeah.
been great now the Stars.
Yeah, of course, the Olympic break would come as the Stars are the hottest team in hockey. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Team USA won their. Was they win their first game, or have that hadn't started
Hey,
yet?
spoiler alert. I mean, I think they did, but I mean, it hasn't been on TV yet, Jeff.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I
by
saw
the way.
highlights, but
It's
I
in
thought
Italy or
I thought the
whatever, I don't
opening was
know.
today. So I
the opening is
Well,
today, and
the
yet there was
opening
some,
is today, but there was games already
Yeah,
played.
it-
They just
that's the
they're
weird
not on
part. I
NBC
was
yet.
I thought you
I
could
was
do
like-
anything. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought the opening was, and then you started the games, but for some reason there was some crazy stuff going on before that,
Yeah.
curling and all kinds of stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
what the? I was
I
like,
love
okay.
curling.
We'll go curl, Brian. Cover
Wanna meet the
curling and go
Devils.
live. Go
Yeah,
live on curling.
Look at the sweep and the
episodes.
push on this one.
Yeah.
Live commentating
He
and all, Brian.
he meant curling beers.
Uh,
All right, gentlemen. God bless and remember.
keep it up.
Keep it outspoken.